Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Stylistpreneur Podcast. I am your host, Damali Fils, and today we have with us Alicia Morgan. She's from PG County, Maryland, and she's originally from PG County, but she's currently in Atlanta, Georgia, and she is a luxury mobile braider. You heard that right. She is all around town and anywhere in the US. So no matter where you are, she's available to come to you. Alicia, come on in the room. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I am excited to have you. I actually ran across your profile on Instagram and I was like, oh, let me check her out. And then I was like, oh, okay, she got a good amount of followers. And then I was like, oh, okay, so she's also on YouTube and people are
Yes.
loving her and following her. So could you please tell us how you got started and a little bit about your journey as an entrepreneur and as a luxury braider?
Okay. Well, my name is Alicia Morgan. I'm 24 years old. I'm from PG County and I'm now in Atlanta. I'm a mobile braider and I travel everywhere. So I take flights, I drive,
Nice.
I do all of that. I pull up on my clients. The only thing my clients have to do is exist and just let me braid their hair and
Okay.
get them pretty. So I started off my entrepreneurship journey when I was 19 years old. And I remember I was literally sitting in my car at Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, eating my fries or whatever. And I was like at a phase in my life where I was kind of trying to figure out everything. And I was kind of sad because I couldn't find a job or a job
Hmm.
that I enjoyed. And from there, I remember saying, I'm going to stop applying for jobs. And
Right.
I was already braiding since 2017. And I was like, okay, I want to take braiding seriously. So I was looking for shops to work at, and I still wasn't getting the fulfillment that I wanted. Like,
Hmm.
I don't really like to be in fast-paced environments. I don't really like too much noise. I just like to be in a calm, controlled
Right.
environment if I can have some type of control in the environment I want to. So, yeah, so I kind of just was looking for salons and didn't really like it. And then the pandemic hit, and
Right.
I was like, the shop closed that I worked at for 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, what am I about to do? Because this is my only source because I'm not clocking in to
Right.
anybody's job. So I just I just went full in. I made my Instagram page and I had some clients that were coming to me and then I was like, okay, I can now come to you. And
Hmm.
that's basically how my journey started. At first, I was in my mom's basement, and then when I was 19, I got kicked out of my house. So then I
Right.
had no choice but to really go to people also on top of like the shops closing. I kind of just had to work with what I had at the moment.
Right. Which I absolutely love because a lot of people, had they been in that same situation, they may have not fought like you fought. You was like, I'm gonna survive this. I'm gonna create a job, a career, that I love, that fits me. Like, I love the fact, first off, I love the fact that you're younger. I ain't gonna call you young, but I'm gonna say younger. Okay, a young entrepreneur. Um, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people are we love and are jealous of our younger generation because you guys are willing to do what you want to do. Like
Yeah,
you're not going to fit into a box. You're like, listen, I like to be in a quiet environment. The
yeah,
pandemic shut things down. So what's the next best thing that I can do? So I absolutely love that. And I definitely feel like other people will look at your story and be like, all right, like she made it happen. So I actually love that. Now I know that you travel around to your clients. So are you like packing your whole car with everything? Do you have certain things in your kit? Like what's in your kit? Which I feel like is a number one question that people like to know.
yeah. People ask that all the time. So basically, I have this travel case. So like, you know how makeup artists have these
Mm-hmm.
suitcases that have different compartments in it. I basically have that,
Okay.
and I fill it with like a kettle. I just like right before the interview, my new kettle had came in because my old one broke. But
Okay.
I have like a kettle, for tea for hot water.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have all of my combs, gels, any type of curling rods that I need. Sometimes I bring a towel, but I'm just like, I can just use the towel that my
Right. They
client
have it.
has. Because then I'll have to keep washing towels and then it's just too much. So
Right.
I just
Mm-hmm.
use what my client has with
Okay.
that. I bring a step stool because I'm short.
Okay.
To get the top of my client's head, I have to step on a step stool. Um, what else do I bring? That's pretty much it. And then I also bring like my equipment for content. So I'll have
Okay.
tripod. Sometimes I bring my camera, which is right here.
Okay.
Um, I'll bring a light, like a studio light. I need to
Hmm.
get more. I recommend to have two of them for like
Okay.
balance light, but I have one of them for right now. They like $50 from Amazon. They're
Right.
good.
Amazon is
Um,
key.
yeah, that's pretty much everything that I keep in there.
And do you include the hair for the clients?
Yeah, I provide the hair. Like my trunk is full of bags of hair from the beauty supply store. Like I need to get rid of it because it's just too much. But
Right.
my trunk and my back seat have a lot of bags of hair in them. So
Okay.
yeah.
Now, when it comes to the social media, because I know like the way that you blow up these days is literally social media. Are all your clients usually open to being filmed and for you doing the social media and all the behind the scenes? Like, is that cool with your clients?
Um, for the most part, yes.
Yeah.
But you can, when you walk in, you can kind of tell if somebody's
Right.
based on their personality if they want to be filmed or not. So sometimes I just read the room and I don't even bring my phone out,
Okay.
and I'll just be like, I can tell this person doesn't want to be on camera. Or if I can't really tell, I'll just ask them like, do you mind if I film? Or I might go the whole style without filming, and then at the end I'll be like, can I get a video of your hair? Like I
Right.
always, most of the time I ask. Like if it's a regular, sometimes I'll be able to figure out if they want to be filmed or not. But like new people, sometimes people are shy, they don't want to be on
Yeah.
camera.
Hmm.
They be like, I'd be like, put your hair to the front. They'd be like,
Right. Right.
I'm like, I'm not posting that.
Yeah.
But
No. No.
yeah,
So would you say that you're getting a lot of your clients from social media posting
but
or
yeah,
referrals? Yeah.
literally, like I would say 85% of my clients are from social media. So from Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Those are the main ways people find me. Rarely people say they Googled a
Right.
braider and they found me, which I don't know how that happens, but I
Right.
did make like a style seat profile a while ago. So I don't know if that's still up, and then they just contact me. Um, and then word of mouth is like the last thing because social media is like everything
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah.
The best way to get clientele.
So are you focused on the social media as far as like getting your clients?
Yeah, I
Was
post.
that even like the goal or was it just like it just happened?
Um, it was. I enjoy making content, so
Okay.
I'm kind of like a content creator naturally. So when
Gotcha.
I record and I edit and I post, like, of course, the goal is to get people to notice me or get my brand out there, and then people, I get a lot of DMs a day, and people notice me. That was kind of the goal, but I didn't really expect it to be as effective as it is.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So when it comes to like booking the clients and stuff, as far as like the deposits, the pricing, like are you charging a deposit? Are you charging a traveling fee? Like how does that work?
I charge a yes, I
Listen.
charge a deposit. That
Okay.
deposit is high. I charge a 50% deposit. But let me
Okay.
tell you why. When I was charging $20 deposits, I would get canceled on, I would get, I wouldn't get the quality of client
Mm-hmm.
that I would want. So, especially with me pulling up to people's houses, I got to make sure these people can actually afford to pay
Right.
half and then pay a remainder. Like, having a 50% deposit kind of weans out a
Right.
certain type of clientele. And then the higher your deposit, the more serious the person is. Because I know for me, if I was booking with somebody and they were like 50% deposit, I would be like, no. But that's
Right.
just because I don't just got money to blow right there, I guess.
Right.
But if somebody really is serious about it, they're going to pay that
Exactly.
50% deposit, or they're going to pay the full thing, you know. But I make sure if anything was to happen, like I say non-refundable, but there's ways to get your
Right.
deposit back.
Hmm.
Like I'm not just gonna take your money and run off. But like if somebody has an emergency and then they have to cancel, I'll tell them like, oh, you can reschedule this amount of times before, in this amount of
Gotcha. Okay.
Or I would say like, oh, okay, I'll give you your deposit back. But I try to get people to reschedule first. And
Okay.
I also say on my booking link, non-refundable unless it's my fault. So if
Right.
this never happens, but say like I forget I have an appointment this day and you're running late or I'm running late and it's too late for me to pull up and you do your hair, then I'll send people's deposit back. Like I'm not
Gotcha.
gonna just take people's money.
Right.
But
Right. No, and that's a good way to do business.
yeah. And then as far as the travel fee, I do a travel fee based on distance. So if
Okay.
you're I'm in the Atlanta area. So if you're in Atlanta, Marietta and Sandy Springs, those are like right outside of Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't have to pay a fee. But once it gets to like, well, you do have to pay a fee, but it's included in the price. Like it's
Gotcha.
not like you have to add on extra. But once I get to like people who want me to go
Mm-hmm.
farther out in maybe like an hour away. I mean, in
Right.
Georgia, maybe like an hour away. That's when the travel fee comes in, and then from there, say I'm going to Alabama, it will get higher. If I gotta
Right.
take a flight, it gets higher. Like if I have to take a flight and I have to get a rental and all that stuff, that
Yeah.
has to be covered. Like I'm not
Right.
in pocket for anything.
Listen. Listen. No,
I'm
that's
just
not
here to
yours.
do your hair.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So with the clients that you're having, like, who would you say your clients are? Are they like people that just don't want to leave the house, people that are pregnant? Like, who are you going to see?
I get a lot of pregnant women or women who just had a baby and they don't really want to be outside or they don't have a babysitter or
Gotcha.
I've had disabled women
Oh, okay.
who are in a wheelchair and it's just too much for women that can't really see that well, like it's too much for
Mhm.
them to actually get to a salon.
Okay.
um what else? People just with kids, like
Yeah.
they don't
It's
want to.
just easier for you to come to them.
Yeah, they don't have anybody to watch their kids, or it's just too much to pack up and bring them. Um, but yeah, a lot of times it's just regular old folk that just don't feel like leaving the house.
Gotcha.
Like
Gotcha.
prefer somebody to come to them. And then I'm very aware of salon anxiety because
Yeah.
when I worked at a salon, I felt that anxiety. So I can't even imagine a client coming in and it's so much going on and you just
Yeah.
can't relax. So yeah, that's pretty.
Gotcha. What would you say are some of the like pros and cons of being a traveling braider?
Let's start with the cons,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
The cons are some people aren't that clean. Like
Mm,
I can pull up to somebody's house and I'm like looking around
right.
like, I'm glad you got a 2-hour style so I can get out of here.
Right.
I gotta like I won't use people's bathrooms. Like sometimes it really gets bad,
Yeah.
but that's another thing of having a high deposit because most of the
Right.
time when people are paying higher prices, most of the time their houses are not empty,
Yeah.
but it still happens. So that's kind of like the main thing. And another con, which isn't really that serious, it just kind of comes with the environment, is like pulling up to somebody's house who isn't, their house might not be in the same type of conditions that I like my house to be in. Like I would like
Gotcha.
my house to be cold or light, a lot of natural sunlight or whatever. Sometimes I pull up and it's dark and hot and I'm just
Gotcha.
like in a basement or dungeon.
Oh
Like,
gosh. Yeah.
so those are pretty much the cons. I do sometimes I get tired before I even get to my clients. Like I'll be dozing or I'm like, oh, stay up, stay up.
Yeah.
If it's like an hour drive or like a 2-hour drive. And then, but once I get there, I kind of get like a burst of energy and I'm
Mm-hmm.
to just get the job done. Um, that's pretty much it for the cons, but for the pros, it's a lot of pros. I don't have to pay anybody.
Right.
I just get paid. I don't have to pay no salon. I don't have to pay no booth. Um, I get to give somebody an experience that they've never, most of the time, never had before.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't even know that mobile braiding is a thing.
Right.
So when I pull up and they're like, "Oh, you got everything," I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm pulling up with you. I got the hair, I got the supplies, I got the hot water, the water heater.
Right.
We don't gotta put the water on the stove. Like, I just like to give people something new that they've never experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Another pro is I can make my own rules. That's just a part of being an entrepreneur.
Right.
I don't have to, like, my prices are my prices. If you don't like them, you can't go over anybody and say, can I get a discount? You got to come to me with everything.
Right.
That's one of the things that I like too. Um, that's pretty much all the pros that, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just overall, it's just fun. Like, I don't go
Yeah.
to the same place every day. So I think that's another reason why I became an entrepreneur, is because when I went to work, I would hate the same routine every
Mm-hmm.
day. But with mobile braiding, it's like I'm somewhere different every day, which I really
Right.
like.
Yeah.
And you just got to be on your toes. You got to be able to just hop up and, okay, today I have to drive an hour and a half. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I actually enjoy it. So,
Okay. So you actually like driving and traveling.
yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I do. Like, when I'm in my car, it's like my peace time. I don't even listen to music. I just drive and I think, and then I'm like, oh, I'm here. Okay.
Gotcha. Now, when it comes, like, my biggest thought is like, what about safety? Like, you're going to somebody's house new, you don't know them, like, you don't know what to expect. I mean, are you carrying mace? You carrying a knife? Like,
I keep that thing on me.
right.
I do keep mace.
Okay.
Uh, just gotta, I'm very, my head always on
Right.
school. So
Okay.
I don't just go and be like, oh, you're a good person. Like, I can't really trust a person until like maybe their third or fourth appointment.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I see how you are. I see how you live. I see how
Yeah.
you talk to people. I see how you treat people. I see how you treat your family. If you have one, like, I can kind of get to know somebody. But for first time, I kind of just go based off my discernment too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I feel like it's something weird's gonna happen, I'm just like, let me pray. Let me make sure
Right.
that nothing crazy is about to go on. I share my location with a lot of people. So
Okay. That's smart.
yeah, I'm not just pulling up and just like,
Right.
da, 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 let me do your hair. Like, I'm prepared to get robbed. Like,
Oh
I'm
gosh.
prepared
Yeah.
for somebody to hold me hostage. Like,
Oh
I'm
Lord.
thinking about all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
I mean, as long as you're thinking about it, you're not just like, oh, okay, whatever. As long as
Yeah.
you like,
I'm
it
like,
might
who in the
happen.
house? How many people is here? I
Yeah.
see somebody. They got 3 kids, a husband. Okay, your grandma lived downstairs. Like, I'm paying attention to all
Okay.
of that.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
as far as like when you get there, are there any requirements for the clients to have you? Like, do they need to have the area set up? Like, do you require anything?
I just have like a comfort policy.
Okay.
I don't know. Recently there hasn't been any time where I was extremely uncomfortable, but I try to
Okay.
keep people, let them have their own comfort
Right.
in their environment. But if I'm uncomfortable, like, I'll say, "Oh, can we turn the AC up a little bit? Or do you have a
Right.
fan? Or can I get some water?" Because most of the time I just come with water, and I do have a mini fan too for myself.
Okay.
Um, but when I do pull up, I'll just tell them I don't need anything, just a chair for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I've watched some of your videos and I see you be eating, girl. Like they be feeding
Oh
you,
yeah.
sitting
They
back watching movies.
we get into the tea. They be pouring me shots sometimes.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
it gets fun depending on what
Yeah.
client. Because some clients, this is their only time to relax. They just
Right.
chill. They don't want to talk too much. And honestly, I'm okay with not talking. Like, I'm
Yeah.
cool with that because I don't have to entertain you anymore. Like, we can just chill and watch TV. But most of
Gotcha.
the time, sometimes, like, we'll play music, or I'll do my skits with my clients if I feel like that's the type of vibe that they're on. I'm like,
Right.
do you want to do a skit? Or, they'll buy me food, we'll have drinks, wine. Yeah. It's
Nice.
just it's a
It's a
lot of
good time.
perks to it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now as far as like insurances or licensings, what are the requirements in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, you don't have to have a license to braid,
Okay.
but I would recommend to get one. I mean,
Right.
a license doesn't determine the quality or your
Right.
professionalism or anything, but starting off, I would say definitely get a license.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have to have a braider's liability insurance,
Okay.
especially because you're independent.
Right. And going to
So
people's
basically,
house.
yeah, that would cover any damage or I guess injuries.
Right.
You definitely want to have some type of insurance because people will sue you.
Oh yeah.
They will
People
try
will
to sue
sue.
you. Yeah. So luckily that's never happened with me. I have never had to go to court and get a lawyer or anything.
Oh, good.
But I've I've had clients who told me that they've sued uh their braider before, or
Oh
because
gosh.
how even if you do a hairstyle and they don't like it and you won't give them their money back, you can
Mm-hmm.
get sued for that.
Yeah.
So
I've
just
seen
make
crazy
sure you're
videos.
insured.
Right.
Uh,
Just cover yourself. Yeah.
yeah, cover yourself first because you never know who you're dealing with. Some people are just crazy.
Yeah. That's
They'll go
true.
past the disputing process and be like, no, I'm suing.
Oh gosh. What would you say like is the furthest you've traveled?
So I'm from Maryland, so I go back to Maryland.
Okay.
Haven't been in a while, but yeah, it takes a flight, and
Yeah.
that is the furthest right now because I'm just kind of getting recognition and
Right.
are kind of just starting to see me. So I have people trying to book me in Cali. Um, I saw somebody say the
Oh
Netherlands.
wow. Yeah. Netherlands.
You gonna pay that price?
Right.
Like, yeah, that's not cheap. So
No.
a lot of people are inquiring about all these different places, and I'm just like, send the funds.
Right. Right. Then we can talk.
Yeah.
Now, so I know you're a braider. Like, what different styles do you do?
I basically do all individual styles. So basically
Okay.
like Marley twist, like the island boho twist, the twist with the curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
I do knotless braids. I do box braids sometimes, but
Okay.
people
But you prefer
don't book that.
knotless.
Yeah, people don't really book box braids anymore.
Right.
I did do passion twists, but I kind of didn't really want to focus on twists. I just want to focus on braids. But
Gotcha.
um, and then I also one thing about passion twists is they don't last too long. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to offer something that's not gonna be worth it.
Gotcha.
Because the hair for passion twist costs a lot, but it doesn't
Okay.
last long enough for my liking. So I just don't offer.
Gotcha.
But people be asking me now, we're like, So when I did offer them, I made sure I said like, okay, this is gonna last like 3 weeks, just so
Right.
you know. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I do stitch braids, do lemonade braids. What else? I do soft locks, butterfly locks. Yeah,
Okay. So the majority.
yeah,
Do
pretty
you
pretty
get a
much.
lot of repeat clients?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do, and then I don't. Like
Okay.
some people, I understand that some people only book for occasion. So
Right.
I'm not really looking for everybody to be a regular. But I
Gotcha.
will say I have a good amount of people who I know are going to book like monthly or even every other month.
Okay.
So it's a good amount. Like I
It's a
don't
good
have to
amount.
worry about,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Because I know you say you started with like, one client a weekend. Now it's just like, girl, I'm
yeah,
booked. Like, catch me if
yeah.
you can.
I started with like, I don't even know if I had one client a week. Like that was
Yeah.
like, that I was hyping myself up a little bit with that one. Like one client every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
That was when I wasn't being consistent and I wasn't really taking it seriously. But
Okay.
now that I'm really like, okay, this is my career right now.
Right.
I'm focused on it. I pour it into it. I post every single day on every platform.
Okay.
So now it's like people are seeing me and I'm just booked. Like I
Yeah.
remember I really just started getting fully booked. Like all of this is just happened this year.
Gotcha.
And I've been braiding since 2017. So
Okay.
it took a minute.
It took a minute, but that's okay. You're here. You made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only up from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I always ask everybody on the podcast, like, what would you say is your entrepreneurial power? Like, what's your thing as an entrepreneur?
Um, my power is I wrote it down. Breaking Got my notes right.
You good.
Breaking braider stereotypes. I feel
Okay.
like that's my power
That's a good
because
one.
I have heard so many horror stories
Mm-hmm.
about people just having terrible experiences at shops or just the whole salon environment sometimes can be
Mm-hmm.
a bit much for some people. And just the whole like getting scammed, sending deposits, not getting their hair done,
Mm-hmm.
or getting their hair done and hating it, or trying to get their deposit back and then they charge the rest of your card. Like
Right.
I really I separate myself from the other braiders
Mm-hmm.
and I give people a real luxury experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also showing like that I'm human. Like
Right.
I tell my experiences, like I don't know if you've seen in my content sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about like, oh, these are my pet peeves as a mobile braider, or these are the things that I love about my clients, or these are the things
Right.
like I keep everything 100 for real. So people
Right.
know what to expect. But as far as like my quality, I make sure quality is there. I don't want anybody to leave or I don't want to leave anybody's house and they're just like, I hate this hair. Like
Right. Right.
I just care. So even though I do, show my personality when I'm working with my clients and I talk to them about everything, I give them advice. I also keep it professional. Like there is still a line there of
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'm working. I'm not just about to be kicking it and laying, putting my feet up and like if
Right.
they buy me food or anything, I'll say, okay, I'll eat it in a minute, or I'll just wait till I get home. I'm not about to just top your head and be like, oh girl, I've been waiting for
Exactly.
this. Like,
Right.
no, I still keep it professional. If my clients want to offer me a shot, I'm gonna take a shot, but I'm not gonna
Right.
get tipsy or drunk. I'm
Exactly.
just gonna, okay, let's take a shot. Like, I still want to show personality and still just, be
Right.
relatable, be a human, like, so
Yeah.
I think that's my superpower is just giving great quality, but also, getting the job done, but also showing that I care and
Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
showing our personality.
Well, I love that because I am one of those clients that have had horror stories, like a couple of
Mm.
horror stories. So I wish you were around when I was 9 months pregnant trying to get my hair braided.
Oh,
It took over 11 hours for medium, like shoulder length. It,
huh?
it was a
See,
story.
that's
It was
another
a
thing.
story.
I'm
It
breaking
was a
greater
story.
stereotypes because I'm fast as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
She
also
just had a lot going on.
yeah.
So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
heard stories of like braiders stopping to smoke.
Yeah.
Um,
All of that. All of that. Yeah.
oh wait, I gotta go pick up my son.
Yeah, yeah, all of
Birthday.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we appreciate the professional braiders, the ones that are on time, the ones that don't come with drama, the ones that's not on the phone all the whole appointment. So yeah,
yeah,
we appreciate you.
yeah. I try not
Yeah.
to. I'll pick up my phone once in a while and like respond to something, but
Yeah.
I'll never just be like, "Hold on, girl, hold on," because my man
Right.
talking out. Hold on.
Exactly.
I'm like, "Hold on,
Exactly.
girl, my man calling me. Hold on." Hey, but
Right.
like, no, we not
No,
doing all that.
no, no, that's amazing. So I want to make sure everybody follows you. I want to make sure you stay booked. Where can we follow you online?
So my Instagram is at the Braid Palace.
Okay.
Um, my TikTok, I mean, you can follow me on TikTok. It's Alicia Balaam, Alicia ALICIA BALEM. And
Okay.
that's also my YouTube channel, which is we just reached 26,000
What?
subscribers.
That's
All of
amazing.
this within like 30 days,
That's amazing.
30 to 40 days. 3.1 million views. Yeah.
What?
We've been going viral all
Come
month,
on.
all last
I
month.
love that.
Yes. So those are really the main things that I'm on. Yeah,
Okay.
TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Okay, awesome. Well, Alicia, thank you for coming on the podcast today. I'm going to share this with everybody. So be expecting some more followers.
Thank you.
Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you, you too.